California's minimum wage currently stands at $11 an hour for all workers and is one of the highest in the U.S. It is set to rise to $15 an hour by the 1st of January, 2021, and this will be the highest minimum wage in the country. This new rate is a significant step forward toward creating better pay for workers in the state. It is expected to give a much-needed boost to California's economy and to help millions of people make a more livable wage. The wage increase will have a positive effect on businesses as well. Higher wages mean better employee retention, which leads to increased productivity and quality of work. An increase in the minimum wage also encourages businesses to invest in their workers by providing additional benefits, such as healthcare and retirement plans. The minimum wage also helps to reduce inequality in the state by making sure that all workers are able to provide for their families. It can also create a more equitable society as low-income earners can get better wages for their work. Furthermore, an increase in the minimum wage can help stimulate consumer spending as people will have more money to spend. The new minimum wage law is part of a comprehensive effort by the state to make sure its workers are receiving fair pay. According to the state government, this increase is necessary to keep up with the rising cost of living in the state. Opponents of the wage increase argue that it will cause some businesses to close and others to raise their prices to keep up with wage costs. Supporters of the law argue that the wage increase will actually benefit businesses in the long run. They contend that as workers have more money to spend, they can purchase more goods and services, which can help the economy grow. They also argue that businesses will save in the long run by reducing turnover rates and improving employee morale. In addition, some argue that the minimum wage helps reduce poverty in the state as more people will have wages that are higher than the federal poverty level. Although there are pros and cons to the new minimum wage, it is sure to have a positive effect on the lives of millions of Californians. It is also important to recognize that while this wage increase is a step in the right direction, more work needs to be done to ensure a fair and livable wage for every worker. California's new minimum wage is an important step forward in the fight for better wages and rights for low-income workers in the state. The increase marks a victory for labor unions and other advocates who have long fought for better pay and benefits for workers. While the wage increase will take effect gradually over the next few years, many believe that it will bring much-needed relief to millions of workers. Businesses in the state may experience the effects of the new wage sooner than expected, as the higher wages will mean they will need to adjust their budgets accordingly. Despite potential pitfalls, the new minimum wage is likely to give a boost to the economic well-being of California's workers. The wage increase is also likely to spur economic growth by increasing consumer spending and providing workers with more money to spend.